Hello, 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 Facebook. So I wanted to just, first of all, stay committed to doing my Facebook Live videos that I've been doing. And I guess for a while, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm on a huge kick when it comes to habits. I've been reading a lot about habits, like lately, everything that I've been like listening to with podcasts or YouTube videos, it's something's always around habits. So I want to just keep that going. So last week I created a Facebook Live video and I talked about I talked about habits. I talked about 3 tips to like create good habits. So I wanted to kind of keep that process going. So hopefully you're okay with that. You won't be sick and tired of me talking about habits. But today I want to talk about 5 barriers to making good habits stick, because I think that that's really, I think a lot of us, we want to make good habits and we want to make changes. And last week I talked about, being, consistency creates competence, which creates confidence, which creates change. But sometimes we get stuck and really sticking with those good habits. So I want to talk about 5 barriers today when it comes to making good habits, and 5 barriers that keep you from sticking to those bad habits. So the first one is procrastination. So many times we say we want something. We say we want to change. We want to start eating healthy, which is a good habit. We say we want to give up smoking. We say we want to give up drinking. We say that we want to get more sleep. We say that we want to start working out. We say that we want to start taking better care of ourselves. I mean, the list goes on and on about what we say that we want to do when it comes to making good habits. However, we tend to wait for the perfect day. We'll wait for Monday, or we'll say, I'll start next month, or I'll start at the beginning of the year, or I'll start, once I like lose enough like weight, then I'll start going to the gym. I've had people who will say to me like, oh, I will, I'll start training with you in the gym once I lose 10 pounds or whatever the case may be. And the reality is that there's no better time than right now to do what it is you said you're going to do. Procrastination is one of the biggest barriers to making good habits stick, because we've convinced ourselves that we have to wait until some magical moment for things to be right. Newsflash, the time will never be right, so just get over it and just do it. Just figure it out and just do it. Make that commitment. That's what making a decision is about. It's cutting off all other options and just doing it. So number 1 is procrastination. If you're a procrastinator, that's going to keep you from making your good habits stick, because you're never going to get started. You're just going to keep talking about it. And talk is cheap. And good habits are developed by action, not by running your mouth about it. 2, laziness. A lot of times, good habits don't stick because we're lazy and we're not willing to do the work that's required to reach that good habit or to make that good habit stick. We aren't really, we say, yeah, I definitely want to start working out again, but, we won't get off our butts and go to the gym, or, lace up our shoes and just go for a walk. A lot of times to make good habits and to make changes, it has nothing to do about some huge, grand gesture. It's more to do about you simply just doing something and doing it over and over again. That's what it's about. And, I think that, sometimes people just don't make good habits stick because they're lazy. They'd rather come home and sit on their butt on their couch and watch episodes of Homeland, or, Scandal or Stranger Things or whatever, than to do something. People would much rather just go to a drive-through and get a burger than they would to actually go home and prepare a healthy meal. And, your good habits aren't going to stick if you're being lazy. 3, complacency. So I just thought of this like the other day, because I was doing a fitness program and on like a DVD, and the fitness, like the instructor said, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And in that moment I was like uncomfortable when I was doing. I was like, oh, this sucks. But I think on the flip side, some of you guys are choosing the wrong uncomfortable. Some of you are uncomfortable in your skin. You're uncomfortable in your body. You're uncomfortable in like you're just used to being uncomfortable and you just make it your thing. Like you're like, okay, well, I'll just kind of stick with this. Like I may not be 100% happy with my body, but you know what? I'm just going to, I guess this is fine. I'll just deal with it, or one day I'll change. And you're just being stuck in this place of complacency. And on the flip side, some of you guys are like, well, you know what? I mean, I'm not in that bad of shape, or I'm not, struggling that much. So, I guess this is okay for now. And that's another barrier, being complacent, being too comfortable. If you want to change, complacency does not create an environment of change. It creates an environment of being stagnant. And if you want to be stagnant for the rest of your life, then I will leave that to you. But for myself and the people that I work with, I'm looking for people that want to change their lives, change their situations. And, being complacent where you are and not making the things necessary to do what's needed to be done, well, then you can't really be frustrated when you're stuck in that place. So complacency and being comfortable and not wanting to achieve or aspire more, that's going to keep you stuck, and your habits are not going to stick. A fourth one is impatience. Okay, this is a tough one, and it's a tough one for a few different reasons. It's tough because we live in a society now where everything is on the go, fast, quick, instantaneous results. It's all about the here, the now, the quick, the get rich quick, get slim quick. Find your dream guy or dream girl with one swipe of a finger on an app, and everything's supposed to happen right away. If you ever watch little kids now, when I grew up, we had like real cameras, and I watched this little boy the other day take a picture on his cell phone, and immediately his mom took a picture of him, and he immediately ran to the phone to see his picture. At like 2 years old, we were already teaching him about the power of instant gratification, which in some things technology has made life so great. But something to think about, guys, a lot of the bad habits that have led you up to the point where you want to change now, they didn't just happen overnight. You didn't just gain 50 pounds in one night. You didn't, eat one burger and you gained 30 pounds. So don't be so hard on yourself to make everything happen overnight. These quick fixes that we're chasing after when it comes to health and fitness are some of the most detrimental things that we can do to our health. The fad diets, the pills, the, artificial stuff, the shake weight, the belts that you put on your body and you turn it on and like shakes all like your muscles, like that stuff doesn't work. And if it does work, it's going to work for this long. And then the second you stop it, you're going to either gain more weight or be in a worse condition than you were before. You have to understand that it's going to take time for these habits to stick and for the results to show up. You have to give yourself grace with this. And I see so many people get so frustrated because they want things to happen right then and there. But the reality is it didn't take, 2 seconds for it to happen, for the weight to come on or for the bad habits to form. So you have to understand that as you do your habits and go through them every single day, a habit is something that you do without even thinking about it. And before a habit can be created, it has to be built on a foundation of discipline. And discipline is simply doing the things that you need to do, whether you feel like doing it or not. Period. That's discipline. A habit is built on the foundation of discipline. And if you don't have discipline, then you can't be frustrated again when things don't happen right away. It's going to take time. Okay? And then the fifth one is inconsistency. Again, kind of piggybacking off of what I just said. My brain is everywhere today. Is that you need to understand that discipline is doing the same thing over and over again until it becomes a habit. It's not just doing it when you feel like it or when it's comfortable for you or when it's convenient for you. Success is not convenient. I wish it were. If success were a convenient thing, everyone would be successful. Everyone would be a millionaire. Everyone would be in the best shape of their lives. Everyone would have great relationships. Everyone would be, achieving their dreams left and right. Okay? That is something that we just don't have, People who are consistently doing what they do. Someone said this about Oprah, that for 2 years, she filmed 2 TV shows a day. 2 TV shows a day, and she didn't miss one single day. And I have to understand that, again, it goes back to what I talked about in the last video. Consistency creates competence, which creates confidence, which creates change. Oprah wouldn't be where she is today if she only did her shows when she felt like it, or when she only did it when it fit in her schedule. She made time for it every single day. So, I just want to recap with you, the importance of creating good habits is because your good habits are going to get rid of the bad habits. You can replace a bad habit by adopting a good habit. But there are going to be 5 barriers that I find that we all face on a daily basis when it comes to those habits sticking. And that's procrastination, it's laziness, it's complacency, it's impatience, and it's inconsistency. So hopefully today you will just rethink your whole journey, your whole plan, okay? I want you to think about, one, if you are at a point where you want to change your life and you want to do something different, today is the day that you start. No longer will you be a procrastinator. Now is the perfect time. Look at your watch. Now is when you should do it. 2, just do it. Stop being lazy. Stop being, content with just, not making things happen. Get up and do it. Habits are formed by taking action, not telling me what you're going to do, what you hope to do, or what you wish to do one day. Don't wish for it, work for it. Get your butt up and make a change today. 3, complacency. Stop being comfortable in a situation that doesn't serve you. Stop being stagnant in a place of where you are. Your health, your wellness, the quality of your life is one of the greatest gifts that you'll ever have. And some of you guys are just letting that gift go to waste because you're not adopting good habits to get rid of the bad habits to help you to reach your goals, to be healthier and to be a better version of yourself, to be stronger, to be healthier, to be more fulfilled, to be in a body that you enjoy, where you look in the mirror and you're comfortable in the skin you're in. I don't have a perfect body, but I have a body that I'm proud of. I have a body that I'm proud of because I worked for it, okay? I stopped being comfortable and saying, well, I don't really mind where I am right now, but I wanted to have a body that I was comfortable and felt better in. And that's why I love the challenges that I do with my customers and my challengers and my clients, is because they get to a point where they work towards something that they love, and that's themselves. Stop being impatient. Okay, if you just started working out yesterday, don't expect to lift up your shirt and see a 6-pack. Okay, it doesn't work that way. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So stop being so crazy about it and just give yourself some grace and keep doing it. Keep chopping away at that habit until it becomes something that you don't have to think about doing, and you just do it naturally. And once you get to that point, that's when you'll start to see results. Have the mindset of a farmer. Have the mindset. A farmer, is toiling and sowing and planting and nurturing its crop, its field for days, weeks, sometimes months, sometimes years before a crop actually comes to harvest. And if a farmer was impatient and said, well, this isn't growing, it's not working, there is so much happening underneath that soil. As that farmer is doing all it needs to do, there's things that are moving, changing, science, magic, life is happening. And eventually something begins to form and blossom. Okay? For example, I want to be able to enjoy these beautiful flowers that I got from my client, Danelle, if the person who was harvesting and growing, Danelle, if she wasn't growing those, if she gave up when she didn't see them growing. So I would have missed out on this beauty that she gave to my life because she was impatient. Same thing with your goals, same things with your habits. Stop being impatient and just do the work and be consistent, okay? Just make it happen. Do the work, stop complaining about it. It's gonna be tough at first, but you'll get used to it, and soon it will be something that you don't even have to think about doing, and then your life is great. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go on your Tuesday, but hopefully those 5 things, helped you. And if you resonate with any one of those that I shared today, then make a decision today to not let that thing be your barrier anymore. If you have any questions or you have anything that you want to talk more about, you know where to find me right here on social media. Just send me a message and we can talk more through that. Also, really quickly, for those of you guys who are looking to really up your game and create some better habits when it comes to eating healthy and working out, I do have a challenge that's starting at September 5th. So if you want to know more about that challenge, it's all about fitness and nutrition. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be cash prizes guaranteed for everyone who stays consistent. Then comment below and I will send you more information about that. We start on September 5th. But other than that, have a great Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Feel free to tag any friend who needs to see this or share it with anyone that you think may benefit from it as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great Tuesday.